agreement aim placing obligation on the state and our face will be a true mere diplomatic note. But the Supreme Court in the Bamford, Margaret Bamford versus Attorney General, said they flatly rejected the argument, holding that the Constitution makes no such formal distinction. Once it's an agreement being executed under the authority of the president between Ghana and Oman Fofroso, specifically, the court held that whereby various forms of documentation, the court held, the government of Ghana binds the republic to certain obligations in relation to another country or group of countries, an international agreement comes into existence. Clearly, the Supreme Court, in this decision, said once there will be some obligations placed on the people of Ghana. In Kofa, you mobile. Kwame, security there will be financial implications because security for the people of Ghana must support their existence here. The same way, in the Broja Jemfi versus Attorney General, Emrana Abine, any US Abine, a person is US based in Ghana. The Supreme Court still held a called Parliament for ratification. Now it has become much more pronounced, about Parliament, and I'll give you this analysis.
Answer about my analysis. Nasa Abine cast on from Parliament. Anna,
what's here Foreign Minister Wadaroma? Or say he didn't get the impression. Say nay idea a called Parliament because he was under the thinking that it was an MOU.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now. The Supreme Court in its ruling in the Bamford versus the Attorney General, in Broja Jemfi versus the Attorney General, it makes it clear. So once it's an international agreement, be it documentations and whatever form of agreement, every place responsibilities on the states and the people of Ghana, as they call Parliament. In any case, and this was over almost super majority of Parliament. So bringing it to Parliament should not be a problem. Baro de Bemwa, me I'm a representative of a group of people. Vondi are representing in Crawford. Tioko constituency. Na obi busao. Anything in relation to that agreement, they can speak to because about Parliament, whether you're a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee or not, you're bringing the document for all of us to read through and contribute to it towards the debate on the floor. Kwame, yes. Interestingly, my man found in Nanti Mukaka. I see here America, your immigration policy, or more setup. It's been there since God knows. Papa Trump buy, and no dear, wasabe shemukena. No time to buy you. Yeah, it existed, but buy how he is using it, and I'm about across it in some instances global outreach. In 2019. America tried deporting 500 Ghanaians in 2019. Suspected to be Ghanaians. I'm saying national, suspected to be Ghanaians. The then government under President Akufo-Addo asked for proof. Say, you better don't say where you Ghana this year.
Yeah.
Until see you bring your proof, no, you geoma.
Okay.
Obekaya omni benya visa and sensem.
Yeah.
Ekowi said the Americans couldn't prove that these 500 were our nationals. Fast forward. Now there are reports of 2,000 supposed nationals. And America say.
Yeah, almost over 2,000.
Over 2,000.
How many Ghana for?
America buying said o deport you maba.
Yeah.
2,000. That is not enough. Oko ICE website, me checking and pay. America buying ICE website. They are targeting 80,000 Ghanaians. I almost have suspects say almost illegally. Into the moment, Ghana will be old doors to this arrangement on farmer Parliament for us to know near a womb and then you bet me a tray drink abua bino. Now you started by opening up and saying so. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, in fact, on City. On Channel 1. On
Bernard
Avle. Or say, we didn't give anything and we didn't receive anything from the Americans in this deal. Okay. Oko TV3, he said that we are not a big win on call Ongai. Now, they are lifting their visa restrictions.
Yeah.
And then further interrogation, he says that we needed to also agree to some terms. One, the visa no more lefty. Two, agua. And three, the tariff issue. So clearly, that and also any the comment now, any response, I know one earlier abebwebra. Mediano eba down so. The Honorable Foreign Minister told us at a point, said Ghana will accept people of West African descent in the name of Pan-Africanism. People of West African descent in the name of Pan-Africanism. Ye be your doors to say, "Oh my dear, mufi America, America buying him no, omuni nkrata ye, omufi Mali, omufi Burkina." Omufi Nigeria, Omufi Niekana, Foreign Minister said, now in the name and in the spirit of Pan-Africanism, Yejiom, Oma ye deported. Then comes in this El Salvadorian guy. Now America 4% deported or not so Babekam. That then runs contrary to what the Foreign Minister had also said. Say a foreign West African national Spaniard. El Salvador, any West Africa. The Foreign Ministry now rise back to the Americans to say, "Oh no, they are But is it not strange? Say, treaty, deal, MOU, whatever agreement any Americans sign here. If they know, say, El Salvadorian and West African, I don't know come the Onoba. Because as it stands now, whatever is in that agreement, who as a member of parliament, my colleague, you don't know. Me as a member of parliament, I don't know. Colleagues, members of parliament, they don't know. It is a even Quebec a buying, send a buy and what the bar, near many boys makers away there. Yensheni, way there, Yensheni. And Chairman, the other interesting thing too is that you see, it is not just out of convenience and at the framers of our constitution. Almost say, Adie Biara, Mampeni, or be cause it to be done under his authority, a be binding or minor. As ye na ye buana parliament, if you is that Mampeni Baba any diako, the state of Ghana will remain. What the content of that agreement next year? How do we advise and even checkmate government? Because one big woman, Mrs. say, what West African nationals? The next one, I'm saying the 2,000, which you have heard. Now, who come website and now, I'm saying 80,000 to they are targeting them to deport them. If you don't take care, you are going to have a situation where that gesture, that to you, was a good old gesture, only America Bank because we don't know the content of it, you are going to open the floodgate. The reason why the other West African nationals are not accepting this arrangement is that they think, say, Nipa na odi omobano. There's normally no proof. Obi ye Nigerian, obetimi di chike edu. I'm giving you an example. Boy Nigerian. Wasansu kredu e Ghana ni. If Nipa na odi ne ba, ono betcho baby am pesemeko. You have several of these options. I just think that government should not open itself up to this floodgate because if you don't take care, you the kakrebi befemu ujitum, you the 2,000 befemu ujiatum. Now they are targeting 80,000. And you are going to open.
They are Ghanaians, right?
You know
I'm almost say suspected Ghanaians.
Okay. The 80,000 to suspected Ghanaians. It's one year you are going to open that floodgate. That is why the Supreme Court was very clear in the decision. In the case of Margaret Bamford Nana B versus the Attorney General. In the case of Buja Jenfi versus the Attorney General. So whatever agreement are binding enter to with a foreign nation, the importance that the people of Ghana gets full information through its elected representatives and the members of parliament. TNK Bishop, I say, what about parliament? I'm one of parliament on Emodia. Yeah, no one at also Emodia. But what the bar, yes, so ye na bet Anya, ye nanya coscu ni bicacra. You bet me a kind be, you bet me a prompt here by and say, way no, dear. My way, ya modi and wasembeba. When ebia, you're going to open yourself up. Then we can tighten whatever agreement it is. Because it beats my imagination. Say, the foreign minister will tell us, West African nationals in the name of Pan-Africanism. Then the next time they are bringing you El Salvador national. You think the Americans, they cannot read and write?
But then on the Yabuego.
And I may say, isn't it strange, say, oh, Chairman General, me no wako into agreement. Say chairman, uti wants to say enyu afu wo hui.
No, what is the example the banana episode di matemo? One say I'm a question practice me.
Never say me no wa agree say no be ma me this way. I no pay. Now we did this way ne buy and chairman me nya another cup. Now say the coffee at was who so nim say me no wan ka coffee asem. It is important say you hu ne ewu mu a. Ne etimi aboa mo as a country because Ghana no me say obeye odiako. But the state, the name Ghana, no, still a Becca. See, that is why the minority believes that there's too much controversy around it. It started by saying, yeah, we didn't give anything, we didn't receive anything. Then he moved from that to, oh, we had to give off some things for us to get the visa restrictions lifted, to get AGOA back, and to get the tariffs thing reviewed. So meaning that now we give something to receive that. Then the third matter is that it's only West Africans we are accepting. Now we move from there, Yakofa El Salvador, and then Aban says no, and they won't choke it. Then now they are telling you they have 80,000 people that they are earmarking. So much chichioma. Because it's an ongoing process. Chichioma. Chairman, onipa nebia oko en wakowari Uganda ni. Okwa kwentu omno, wakwa koshia obi o Jamaica ni. And they no fear no a Ghana ni. But then they are now in Kratasem no longer your national. And that is why we need to know the details. Like I said, who then now qualifies to be a Ghanaian? Say who deported no? Na yenyi na no yet me aka say nyase ye gene wholesale. Na aboa yenyi na. It is not for a personal interest but collectively. Because get move for ibaye. Sa we spoke about it. We spoke against it. When they wanted to build a U.S. Army Command Center here, had to challenge the constitutionality of Niamanibi without going to Parliament. Until let's be consistent with our principles.
Martin.
Sir, in Franco Parliament, no any here. It sounds in any sense that we be in this Parliament, we are almost so
sharp.
And the Deco Parliament and I say a Franco Parliament near a hop in here.
Okay.
The humidity true say, I dine in America for the Biblia almost Pebiano, no, I am penny for that one from no mutiti almost so near bomb, so near go when you must say, na say,
Yankee.
The America Pebiano, Bombay. And no, they hear me. And no, they hear me. I know near Franco Parliament. I said, and go for more America, while more America for the young Pewong, one way a man boy for. One should buy yet, anyone tonight and ye. And a per se pam won't free your memo. Now, Mum Bedgy won't come my and
but I see a suspect say Mufu memo.
Davy, Davy, a be why a suspect is Mufu memo.
Yeah,
a reason why you're suspecting a mon peninsula monjo. This is a West African way of Mojo by. Not young penny for pa, I am penny for a canteen capa. I say, your policeman for Ombra near Joe. Ferry, a new some. I'm penny for Ben Yan Ghana. And to come what did you pass or Saudi for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Brace so I could beat my yes, sir.
Anthony Tuno.
Me that's it.
By the way, a quick one. Mom was sending me that must say Wood Green is in the UK, is in London. I must say North London on the N17. Medamasi nipa baby they are sending me. Medamasi we live and learn every day. So Wood Green is in North London. One love Medamasi nipa baby N17. Thank you. But then maybe some baby are billing pewana. Yes, Chrissy.
And a friendship for you, one more bomb. And one more baby and tested bomb, no more tested bomb, no Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
Office will be a crew. I didn't and a Ghana intelligence the information about two. It is a friendship for a tested bomb. I was Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
I dear was sad for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and not buying one with children. We are saying, the year France for my friends will be part much. And they didn't see. ni omo pe bi omo benya free bonto omo ka ya na penifon did that from the titi almost.
Now who cause them?
That is the problem. Sure, Gitmo
too.
America force we no ye e wudi for. Almost omo ye terrorist and amebo. America for chi won do akwochina Guantanamo Bay prison. Na South America for who chiri won because they say woman di woman sam woman bisa woman no asam ni adenti. As yem pe be fa won kogu. Ghana yesi ya so mu fa won bra. Again ha yem pe ni fo. Ani ekwaji won ba e hu nsam bebrebe anu twam ansa. Masa enkofo ya Trump saki won. Almost a Trump will titi omufa hudi so titi omu rights so and so on. And the cases no be court. Ebi wo ha ye ni wie wo court to kra na Trump asese won do won ko bia akotu agu. Na Ghana ne ye be disankrofo. Ne ye be kasem a yen kasem ni ntia. Ye say oh so we West Africa ni nkwa de with me ba. And we have voluntary repatriation and that's
repatriation.
There's a why would they open? Some person in Ghana and we about 90 days.
Yeah.
After 90 days, one regularization will stay as a
go back.
Oh, it's a no sufficient excuse. When you're voluntary, there's one more mobile, no more pay. No one does say they won't buy. There's a small big go. Mean to me, Tiasia, Alabraca, Massa, and ye, mean to me, Tiasia, behind the high and penny for the bang. And a gun and penny force me sorry, Jana was a young mine, and now of dry my mine, Ubu my mine, a month America fully, the Pamuchonia Muye, and Munadrin, the bang as I did this.
Because you
I say, and I
will pass some Cassiama and Power.
Some Cassiama, Massa, many Latin American countries. One Casa citizens, and yet. Other citizens. Almost up Omunji on.
Nasakwa was forced out and I'm deported.
Exactly.
And now I'm ready for the country.
Yeah. Also Omunji on. Latin American countries, one way stronger than us, and I said,
maybe they have a better bargaining chip.
One penny for me do one see from some moon farmer there.
Well, Nigeria, they've refused.
And I say, oh, yeah, hey, Nagana, dear, Okopa Samama, Asaman, Yakopama, your family didn't home for
Ghana, Sudan, Rwanda, and I accept it.
And fast what you
did.
Send us a make a big room her crowd. A man like as a young penny, and my most sending Pamba to as a qua. Because we should show some national dignity, Kakra. Eh? Masa, Sami Kasa Inuoka sa US Defense Agreement. Yeah. And the America for no quiet. Masa Oka agreement, Nasan Su. At time, Masa. Agreement no ya true Moses America should have for Ghana. Womuku Ghana for you to me in court.
But that I don't
I mean come how
almost say your form on back.
How say America should have or Ghana. No ku Ghana near Ghana needing to me in court.
Right.
Near penny so you penny for penny at the time where near penny so the dream when ye ni asan akotro krata de ensa hyase say so America soldier for Ghana na omo destroy wo property between wo car between wo dan
we japade bia
no to me in court for compensation ni apene so hey na Ghana penny for say omo to say ni
na say question him say on a diplomatic car enya akwenhia court as a member. Insurance,
but there are other remedies.
Yes,
there are other remedies.
Insurance.
Yes, and applies to all countries equally. Ghana diplomats who could accidental, the same rules apply. Geneva Convention applies to everybody. Now we are different. American Ibano Obo near to a Wuntumin Cocotumin police. Soldier, ordinary soldier, they're diplomats. You are called penny agreement to be a cost signing agreement to be a opening team you.
Yeah.
Cost signing agreement to be a some Kakra who send your own canquisi. America soldier Nino or Bagana, or here passport, or here visa, or here she, Obedu border, Ghana customs near they need to me besides a dear show bag, you be any bag, so your pebian or the back or quiet be any bag soon be son as now, on my man yet to 10 times say,
Where's your country?
Come now, and no time. And yet you near ship. So I don't need
you never answer, I know the Abaca.
A nuclear bomb crown or day back or the Buffy. Because it's
Come, we have in you.
Namia Macade.
Come, we have in you.
But if you serious, but Chairman, what if you send an uncle Kwesika?
It's serious.
Some of the deportees are contesting the grounds in Tia ye deport war.
And I'm Kwesika.
Yeah, no for crying.
Apart from that, I didn't obey. Ebisi me my jet Ghana.
Yes.
Me Nigerian. Na Nigeria no. Me ko hwa ye bekume and I'm saying
Ghana.
Inti family ko Nigeria. Me ade na ba Ghana. Ade na ba Ghana. Ni asa achine de ko Nigeria. Ade na high.
You see the Yamuko Togo. Togo na Yamuko.
Na go see what na. Agreement America for penny for the court now court to place so which we deport one they say arrangement on my no fakwa ye di won kwa won be e be di wawu ana say e be di won you know dem fa won ko ho won be du ha na sand won ko ho
na ufi Nigeria na say ye deport wa osime mfa me nkomi kro
na some wo
ah then na why wo no asem wo ho
ye de wo ko ho abia na e be di wewu nti wo be say ye de
Bondi Pachao. Na a DNT America, one cities, New York, and aeroplane or what, a Nigeria. Aeroplane or what, a Cameroon. Aeroplane or what, a Togo. And DNT now would deport to Nigeria. I saw the new bad Ghana instead of taking him to Nigeria. Aeroplane in Nigeria, what I said.
But said the Nigerian government saw no on G any deportees. Burkina Faso who have said since Trump deportees.
Now, Pacho, Omobaha, do they exceed the 90 days?
90 days now voluntary. And
then when there is a deportation,
there be 90 days you don't deport anybody.
And then when there is a deportation,
it doesn't have to do with
part of even the ECOWAS protocol. After, so you know.
Enti no mumbuye no. Enti mumbuye umfa enyeshi. Hwe American diplomat kwahwe baabi. Obaga na ha. Ebi adikom kura boni di obi enimu no. No abeye press conference. No address ye man panin free miti abepi nansoba. Edintia because ye ma won kwan wo mumbuye wo mfa enyeshi. American diplomat no a press conference and say penny for XYZ. They will deny them visas.
They reduce it to 3 months. In fact, China 5 years multiple by end of December. Yeah, but this year you call to 3. Yeah, about 5.
Master, Israeli ambassador. Yeah, yako UN. Yako tuaba ya vote to UN. No be press conference was a Ghana buying a Jimmy pa. Ni ehwanu na no ha
kwesi ni enyende yempam no
na betuna ye we wo Burkina Faso kura betu akwa we wo osaje bu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah breso wo ne hwan
na Israeli
Ghana ko vote wo UN a wo be ka say ye man panin ni ye foreign ministry no man bo bra yie o mu nim nyansa na oti ho ni ehwe wo Oya tete opani mebua
reho
and when the people are brought down me know yenim camp here omukugo they could find themselves on the street because they have to integrate chairman want me ko share them on no mind do
there was some integration.
But a quick one, very interesting one here. Kwesi Tie, I'll say in the deportees issue, Kwesi Pratt is speaking simple logic, which is why it beats the mind of the ordinary Ghanaian why our politicians are behaving this way. Non-Ghanaians who are not welcome in the US are fit to live in Ghana. Does it mean Ghana doesn't have dignity, reputation, or a mind of its own? We're simply doomed. Kwesi, is that the thrust of what you're saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Now you bufu kura Bruce ni say oh yeah sir and I'm say a person American for my visa.
And I said foreign minister.
But
Kwame. No yes. Meanwhile, no 80,000 of your citizens have been brought here. 80,000 of your citizens are born ban. One more visa no the amount and answer for mama.
I know be seeing me south and I'm in front to come say. Can I say only last week or the last 2 weeks? Yeah, last tranche or last but one tranche of IMF Abagana. It came from Washington D.C. Right, $385 million. Now, Cecilia Minoka say, Cecilia Mino,
Sasamia Wuke won't ferry 300 million Ghana. 300 million to the formula.
But
300 million is car.
Cecilia Wuka say, your finance minister in delegation there called Washington D.C. of America, Corona. Esa kwa kwesriska. Me but amu kodi nkomo sika sre ya. So nim ABF useni. Hey, by the way, the Belgian they winning overall best law students. Congratulations to them. Now, ABF useni the car say no what to ask. Tamana mo ya alaji ala you send the proverbs no. Or say if you have your mouth in another man's kitchen, you can never speak your mind. Because every time you open your mouth, he will put food in it. Inti ebi anu na abanisa. Media.
Yeah, na me wa China. Where President Mills Abriso wa China. Sammy na Dr. Dufo ni Ghana Finance Minister.
Yeah.
Na IMF yara wo any World Bank here. Na anyone ya remember less than $200 million dollars. Sammy no okay. Na Chinese no person money $6 billion.
It was actually 12 and about 6 and about 3.
Fantastic.
China Development Bank.
Ghana you penny for na echo Washington to go and arrange for $200 million. 6 to $12 billion at that China as a cover. And how many Chinese leading co? No say now mon penny for then how they are ready to abandon $6 billion
for 250 million.
For 250 million. Yeah, you feel one more. One more for 250 million. 6 billion that high train. Again, higher penny for ya. Von the Bia one now, moon maybe a bit in Chelsea. Because me dream 1 20 years ago. 6 billion that 6 billion no conditions to credit that so no credit. I am crouching 250 million now or more codino. As one back Washington, or more called Beijing that. And penny for Ben. And penny for Ben pa. Now, yet 2 by you on. Yeah, 2 about in the you on. That's what one can do 2 million or set an airba. Yeah, 2 about you on. Come here, somebody could be a debut maker. Mr. About one cry in die.
Are
no, Kwame, necessarily back on India, and fear 9 no swan. Now, you call IMF World Bank for her. Mumma and Cropon will be so more appointed governors than because what to Obama MPP? One call IMF World Bank. I'm an IMF World Bank. I shall own your money. What to Obama NDC? One call IMF World Bank. So one share on your own bay. In Argentina, yeah, quote through second parties, young call directors IMF World Bank. Mumfani preku.
Because you too much CPP on Bekwe.
Daben you too much CPP.
Man, so NPP and DC.
CPP be a mo kodia. Samomo kodia.
Samu ina amba kodia ni yan kodia.
Ni the CPP super kohin.
Samu ina CPP. Sahona amba kodia. And yan go straight. And yan me fan kwanche.
But seriously, Uncle Kwesi
now, Kwesi, anya neo-colonialism, anya no any.
No. Where are not coming to my cousin neo-colonialism?
Because minya back who come last say it's neo-colonialism and organized religion is what has brought us here.
Me ferry po, massa, you wouldn't dream one now ferry. Because you better to obey. Massa, it's me to aba, nani pew. It's me to aba, nebi a didem. Na ye di ehuntam ne ebru ehun ne ade uwia ne abeto abama ni bia no obekọ ni master ho IMF World Bank se mum beboa ye mu kire kwan ye mfa so Eti ade ni ekoto ababuburu ye hu okuku ye hu eplepra ye hu. Yen ko direct. What is it? Me atro on krata.
Say they.
Ya the delegation ye ko. Say masa
4 years now so.
4 years now so.
Munyi obi mayen.
Munyi obi mayen o me he sika sam so. Iye ko ye ni. Oburu bi ani obi empira. Oh.
So
Come, we'll get there.
When?
We will get there.
Everybody, your friend will contribute more. We don't say country. Country.
But
we'll get there.
Yes.
I believe, sir, we're raising some critical national issues. If we want to boda on here, send you to your name, but Chairman, Obisu Bebuwa, a Senado Mraso Yejuma. Mrakroya na America no mu gina so de Deportation crofo. Meboa.
Yeah.
Ti sa no mra no gina so de. Wo so mra na de be receive no. E so make sure say you are going through the right process. Na nipa no create me abu. Say akoya na nka me try say me chinchim nensa. But ne mra no ene ono so no dignity. Obi won ma onye sikani, oye hiani. But wo hia no a ubu no esan say sen obedi ni hu ne sen obenante. But say bibia ba obi kan brofu bi o say if you don't stand for anything,
you fall for everything.
You fall for everything. Inti CSU nya self respect no. And obi ana kwesi ka say sebe ye niam akra na entuto here. Processes are yedi go akwam to make sure say that kwame bia no. We won't go cap in hand every day. See the course celebrating whose institutions are kwesi kan. That I think is idea.
Right. Let me move on. Vondi now Bemwana.
I think sir.
Opinion me bonus spare. Last meet me abana praprasia man. You say and or shall for a reason.
Okay.
Also akata no hene. Aye.
Oh, okay. I think sir.
It's my more moral support.
Kwame, I think sir asema me papa me bra penny kwesi akano. These are all matters of concern. I adwene papa. Me did say ye ntimi nya ye man na mbrofofo no mbefa all be in the name of money. I agree. But deportations we as I say you're very careful. E bi mu ho ase de nyina ye kan no mu ye Ghana for. Nti se Ghana ni ye pam ne so mra ne krom na sa wo se won no a
na onye Ghana near. In the question part of the government. Or the government of the matter. Say no onye Ghana ni no.
I mean, I sapo keke. Oye Ghana ni. Also ye titi and the family so.
Yeah.
Abuse of his rights and so. Was a panabra.
And no credit.
So you are endorsing the abuse of his rights.
Bra Kwame, say ye titi and the family kra no. As so be fiance we be san say to saying. And it's here two name
fighting. The very reason I also did deported or the general court. That's any abandoned.
Honorable. Say ye theatre and found this so. Say ye theatre and found this no. O bebe fie, the way be sanisa some no cause.
I in fear.
Will be a year from make a Ghana new. I'm talking about Ghanaian. I'm not talking about international. Say, oh, you're Ghana in any theatre and found this were crown. As a so befie. Ni ebisa side dey na call saying
nipa no akatro so person
be tie me wonya Ghana ni dia and his excellency mama no work say the arrangement is not to get them to come and stay here forever. What do you say? I also agree, sir.
And I go kwesi
no,
if
and
your final destination is Nigeria, why do you come to Ghana na 3 months now what's Nigeria?
Aeroplane call Nigeria to
so the arrangement that necessitated the fact say nipa nembra Ghana and sana wako Nigeria na say Benin no. I don't have that fact sitting here. What do you say? But Nipan, hold on.
About Parliament, and no can interrogate it.
I have never disagreed with you, sir.
That's true. That's fair.
My Parliament. I'm only saying, sir. Braya wom ye ni Parliament, and I don't think that these things.
So then why the rush?
I don't think
it's not a rush.
Hold on, the guys have been deported, isn't it?
So that's
so you don't say that you reject them. You reject them and hold on. Let's have a conversation.
Yes.
I don't think, sir. You better say yamram rashe bedrim. Na fe yam famba to yenim. And say the union was so much. Issues are yapam yenye baby nkono and say no nia be fie there be. I think say be sida and I make us say be sida. What do? Yenya omo ba we rectified it. But again, again. So nipa ni Ghana ni a baby ani ho be kwate se Ghana. So nipa ni nya Ghana ni a ye betimi edi ho nkomo. Ni ya hwe se so ye mfa ne mra hansa na onko ni fie ana so onko ni fie direct. Ani de betimi edi ho nkomo. Na so nipa ni Ghana ni a Minia, so
Wandi uye buta.
Uye na nka.
I'm say oti ade na say Trump. O explanation o man. Oti say Trump na mo di nipa na.
Uye kuma. Me pe uche so asa da na ye. Jaja rough.
Ono ati ade na say Trump na I say for no say obefie a ye busa no ne asi. Ansa na say na ade oti say.
No, because the fact is that look,
nipa na ba. Uye de uzo uye Ghanaians. You say you West African nationals.
Again, you can't say that because
I'm not saying,
we are West African nationals.
Yes.
Now you have a country you are coming from in West Africa.
So that is why Kwesi is saying that.
Hold on, and I make a choice. Idea Kwesi Kano. I agree with him, but Ghanaians have no other place to go than to come to Ghana. That is number one. You can't disagree with me on that. Number two, I agree with you, and I agree with Kwesi. Say, but I don't think, say, it will be out of place. Say, His Excellency Mahama will just accept that without any reason. Say, Unipano, you're West African national, you're deporting. I don't think that will be a wrong arrangement. However, I don't have all the facts.
You see, my colleague on member of parliament. You see,
article 75.
Yes.
Somehow it is enshrined in our constitution. Say, dear President, baby, I know.
Under your cause to be executed under his authority.
Exactly. Supreme Court, I can't do so. Training then you make this your argument. Other than that, obey the door piece of a man. Have you ever done Rasha? Now we are baby in car. Now we are
someone make an essay.
This is the best we can have.
Oh, don't worry. Who say you are speculating? They say, reason here, it's one of the things you said. What's the reasons in TAB or more background?
I'm saying that I don't have all the facts.
So okay, my very final comment on this one. Foreign Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa Edituja say Nienti Enko Mrachebedwem is because no only needs to come Mrachebedwem. And that is based I'll say it is based on advice from the Attorney General Dominic-Aine. Dominic-Aine say ehun here say be call Mrachebedwem. So ye be aware ye kasa.
Did you hear from Dominic-Aine himself?
Me pacho. The foreign minister said
he won't lie on the attorney general.
The attorney general's advice.
That's what we all believe.
Are you calling the foreign minister a liar?
Not at all. He can never be a liar.
Are you saying he was peddling untruth?
That is not the
point.
Good.
It may just a foreign minister Okudzeto Ablakwa say. Attorney general. No, me can't catch you.
But I'm challenging even that position.
No, wait. No, it's not
my that he is challenging.
You know why I'm challenging that position of your position? You are challenging your position. We are not in the house. My peace will be here. Chairman,
I'm on a conveyor belt.
Chairman, your very premise, I disagree because the Attorney General was the lawyer for government.
Ain't you foreign minister
case, that's the Maghreb.
He's only communicating. He's only conveying.
This same argument was made.
No.
And the Supreme Court said no.
No.
So far as Ghana has an obligation to perform under this treaty, agreement, or whatsoever, and it places obligation on the state of Ghana and the people of Ghana, it must be ratified by Parliament.
That is your information.
And not my information. No. That is a Supreme Court decision. Not my information.
Kwame is only informing us what had transpired. So he's not explaining, justifying anybody's position.
The reason why
Kwame is not doing that.
General,
exactly.
But what I'm telling Kwame is that the foreign minister's position is Attorney General said na say Parliament.
You disagree with that?
I disagree with that.
That's your opinion.
The Supreme Court in a decided case of Margaret Banfo and the Attorney General and that of Broja Jemfi versus the Attorney General, the court was consistent in this decision. It's no longer my thinking. or say this is the Constitution, and the Constitution didn't make any formal distinction. The Supreme Court said that the Constitution did not make any formal distinction. Say where you true diplomatic effort or where you true paperwork, or say once a documentation, agreement, treaty whatsoever binding the people of Ghana, because it's binding. The Attorney General cannot say when you MOU, so it's not binding. What do you mean by it's not binding? Or the biaba, Wakatro say the 2,000 ba. Was so come website or see 80,000 and much share no so deba. Kwame. Na me constituency. Would be be go honum now. But some already menya so bin tapo. Me squad de go me so okra me ntimi so bin we. Timodi ne nemu ana betu wo de honor bia wo no. Oh, what's it? Mami Jensia. The very premise foreign minister was basing on, and I make us a flaw because the Supreme Court had decided, say, no longer for you to even second guess on it or say this is the Constitution.
But according to foreign minister, I'll say this is from the Attorney General. And the Attorney General, as you said, interestingly, was a lawyer then.
Yes, he was a lawyer.
He was Deputy Attorney General then.
Yes, but he went to court on that matter.
But interestingly, 50 time our foreign minister Kasa said, maintain Attorney General Kasa and Yanukre. In Tiabafan say Yanukre.
Oh no, the party member and the colleague member of parliament is asking, did you hear from the Attorney General? That's what he asks you.
Because you see, the information we're all getting,
me too,
is that point number one, it is the Attorney General, a very respectable Attorney General, that happened to be the lawyer that went to court on these matters.
Certainly, Deputy Attorney General.
Again,
and as they say, honoring the main couple.
Again, never mind. He was the lawyer, he was the Attorney General, the Deputy Attorney General. And some way in a court.
Yeah.
This is another same issue, similar issue. And his view, if I am taking what who is saying right now, Honorable is saying right now.
On which one?
Hold on. On the views that he expressed when it happened some time ago when he was the Deputy Attorney General.
He didn't express his view. This was his argument in court.
Exactly. So, but that was his view. But the Supreme Court made
the Attorney General is the principal legal advisor to government.
Hold on.
Into advisor or the government. And Supreme Court is telling you that advice on itself is wrong.
So I am saying to you,
yes,
say,
yes,
if that is what the position was at the time, this is the position. Instead of Mr. Kwame say, one kasa wuti free Attorney General. Which is an American.
Bondi.
Instead of Mr. Kwame say, wuti free Attorney General.
Is it your considered position that we should hear from the Attorney General before we take what the Foreign Minister is saying?
Unfortunately, I don't answer question from you. I answer from Kwame.
Hey, talking about Vondi too much. Vondi.
Yes.
You bet your Attorney General say you read that. Ohogalam say no majai.
Kwame totally.
Because me who said 9 months, yes, some good work.
And I applaud.
But Nyami Bisane say, yeah, Galam stop. Yeah, Vanguard. Yeah, Hot 1 and 2. Ohoi obi enim say Galani di omutuni ya. The other day G2 mu ha say enkra ne yete ne ka brofo. But radio station I wo ho no omuntimi ma me kan tro bia so unja Galatu because eno betimi aye asem. TUC say the government has broken its promise. Gala, they say halfa.
But that's a Kwame.
Maybe so because we honor you to Gala. Now, luckily for me, equipping the yen to Gala.
The mountains in the war hunting.
Yo,
why are the papa passing
to
Galam?
But someone nimna ye who go to her.
And ya somebody
Debbie Namobaho.
Come, but
you be piano to boom.
So we are fuck now. The we are here fuck ne ban wo.
Tabasro ho.
The ya wo ba hopa.
Tabasro. Na onje visa. Onje ni.
Asa me visa sana mama.
Oh, beba asa betu aso no. Obi sorry share or share wa ha now say the way Uncle Kwesi Pratt is seated, I can tell he's tired of Ghana.
He's tired of both parties.
Because he's tired of Ghana.
No, he can't be tired of Ghana.
Anyway, BTO Bondi. Yamren also. To. Na memo openi ba no obe price ni yako. Naimos.
And Naimos ejuma
no.
You see yentimi nka se Galam stop ni de keka ho no. And succeeding to yenyae. We only have to continuously try to get different strategies, different approach. Said ye beya Galamsey no best stop. Me ho say adi ana enya kura ne ye nsuo mu de no. pra no mu a omodi sa small machines na dey dredge wo pra no mu no enu na enye kra because eno no saying sure no but nyame adom at least they've been reduced for about 80%. Sesi ano boys in the boat na omodi share insuo no kra no ya say more than the wo into wa no wate sound no back wo ba na posi for the America ko DC na wa ba sesi ano Isaac Yosin mom tough time seriously mom tough time pa into no at least sesi ade abrase yie pa first no wo wa omo nsuo no so ni ade ba sesi ade at least wo wa no wate ba ko bi na nkrofo di America ni akọ sesi na otumi ho se ekuro no mufo ankasa nso sesi na o manhu ade hia se ye jai galamsey no in fact o mudi o ho ajim
oh yeah sure
oh yeah most of them o share obi ti se nana apia nuama na apia nuama ye twefo manhene
okay na nkwa so na echi anope
mokwa twefo mokwa manhene akwesi kene o mu mienu no sesi o mani abre o so mo hu se ekuro no nim guase aka na ebe kan ekuro no nti o mani abre nti bebi o mbeti hin ni edi America nti ama boys no esuro kakra abem megidi se ebua nti nsuo no so de ne de at least you know wo hwa no ati sound no baako wo hwa no ati anadwo sesi ade anadwo na o mo operate for me I think that the 9 months operation you know ye ya support wa ebeko yie you know and I still believe say you're stopping importation of equipment near the edumano it will help us a lot so uko swa chamfan be gu kurom ha na se boys ne nya chamfan ne be top na wu wi akoka kire mo se de wato no fan ko ye de wo de ko ya I think say ebeye exercise anya eduma de wo be ne se mo nya bi ntokra wo ma nya bi anto a ye nya bi nko se yinsuo no si yetimi fighting nsuo no so wie fight quiet no mu wie a eduma no ye wie a ni
menim say
I think sir it is going well
only menya dream because
it's really going well
me da say what sanko baby aka me nke kwa chamfan no won kra wo wo bobo wa ha wo
no
sa se me makacho mo da masa omo ya wa ha wo
kwam
the other day
ti wa hu ni
ngugu he
wa ye bi wa ha
me say tie
kwam na chese ma ye krasi ni o
ye water pump nso what huru nso tisa pump eno wa ye platform wo so na wo ye to galamsey na wo
kwam dia minim ne say platform no ye ni nyina o Ghana ha wo bedu price wo be hwe na boys no ma settle no mo ye bi
enti den ye kra
dia o mo kra ne engine na ye friend chamfan engine no aye di siso eno no o mo kra wa o mo kra di bo
motor engine na boys o mo ya ha o me no wa pre hu am ka cho say o mo ye wa
then in fact me nya hu
enti u free say enka your engine are specific to chamfana enka ba na ye hu ye I just said nika engine
and o ma hihye ho really but they minimum ni say normally no we baby to say dunkwa o baby ya tonton galamsey hunu o ma no
ho ne ton chamfan
egu ho no ma ko ton chamfan machine I've seen it you know and all that into no minimum say no ne ya to ne this platform no so ne dia ko dredging no and your friend chamfan no hey, I know. I mean, that's what I know. But so mo build the engine bi wa ha there.
Man, I'll hold the NDC government on 6 promises on making.
Bonitoni uncle.
1. Say repeal the LI 2462. Sa LI na yemra na ma ye ho kwan meet me mining in our forest. Omanka amendment. Say repeal ye betwem. 2. Say declare state of emergency. 3. Ban all forms of small-scale mining for a while. A bill or say free all arrested galamseyers. Omo ye galamsey na omo yen keto yenya om ne yen kwatwe shaking pins no mo sheche. A face so no na omo ayesizi omo excavators na so abane de bema on back. And say the use of artificial intelligence. Chairman Sani Mama Bobosui.
Okay, and then there's 6 things now.
If I didn't do 6,
okay.
4 or 5. 1, repeal LI 2462. And I had the laws now my whole crime mining. Mining in our forest reserve.
Okay.
NDC in their manifesto also can say almost the state of emergency, declare state of emergency in these mining areas.
Okay.
Almost can say they will ban all forms of mining in our forest reserves. All forms of mining. Almost can say free all arrested galamseyers and give them back their excavators. Afei almost also a baby say stop going after and arresting galamseyers in the pit and focus on kingpins. Just say monkey to one the yenyam nienko after magagia for no more them and the use of AI.
Okay,
this was the
social this was the social contract or one who see it. But a quick one, obisi a friend no one trinity was my kid's success. But I say as Vondi air canon engine nankasa the yenyana ha. Or see a free BB crasher. Now, no, or say, Kwame, check your facts well. The engines themselves are not built here, they are rather assembled. But there's something called a crasher.
Yes.
That is what is built here. In part one, truly, but I see my kid's success. My home message, no, made a CP. K.R. Jiman says, Vondi is being economical with the truth. He inwardly knows the truth on the grounds. I am sure he was approached by his constituents. After the last time he came on your show, okay. It's Ipacho
Chairman, Obekaya Mayday, the TUC.
Yeah.
Mayday celebration, a catcher Mampeni, and Rana Mampeni, a tear gwim. A Mayday celebration, say, Obaye no. Galamsey na akosro dana omaye. Me some movie forwarder. The Nema Macken NDC by Omon yes, Nema in their own social contract with the Ghanaian people. Instead, I will win traditional council. A petition the president about the NDC MP there, the involvement in Galamsey. No me, they will win traditional council. The Attorney General and Minister for Justice. I refer 2 senior officers of the NDC, National Executive, for them to be investigated over Galamsey. The reality is that, you see...
And I want to me a standing trial on Galamsey.
No problem. And in a gamut of issues. But what I find amazing with this government is that baby do now any Tea Party, any stakeholder engagement, the reality is that you know the problems. And that is why Ujina so at the outlining in your manifesto. Say you identify say these are the problems. And nothing in the yens you know as me, Chairman Metehei. I'm not against mining.
Okay.
But mining Emma Sabe and out here a doctor for almost a warm of fra deformities. Utie a doctor for almost in yanini be a yedi now no. Yenya chemicals in be a ebemwa affecting pediano. If you want me what kidney related diseases. It is Sanya man na ye be yin one on your castle go need the sika brain. It's in on ye no we should think economic than to think life. Then I have a challenge.
But those were things your people did before leaving government.
See, the interesting thing is
it didn't happen under NDC.
Bondi.
It happened under your government. Party Yensika. So don't do it as if Galamsey started under this regime. It is not fair when you do that. I wouldn't say. So please, I beg you. I beg you. I beg you.
Bondi, almost started saying, you know, about 10 years old. No,
that's not fair. It
I agree
intensified that.
But you started saying, you know, about 10 years old. Say, yeah, the young man yourself will never get
no cray woman say, you see, and nothing yes, it's a bino. Meboa. Yet, near yes, stop Galamsey demo. Yes, she said, in your water bottles, near Chow, a beer color. And the Busagana water for the cost are almost tea in Sumayeno. Fondi, your own central region, a greater part of the region, they were without water, potable water. And you are telling me, say, you are still blaming Akufo-Addo and the MPP government? I will win traditional council petition MP involving any MPP are buying. When TUC told President Mahama in the face, he said, what binds across Ronayani? Again, when the Attorney General referred two NDC officers for investigations, and then we are binds.
That's good governance.
Making excuses for the past. Where we are now,
we are in
Vondi Tobo. Minister Omo was said attack it.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mamma Cousin, yeah. Mamma Cousin
was happening.
And then phone to another cousin.
We are in the San Kendrusi. You have a president who is defending the Calamse camping. Sir, Akonta money is not. When his own minister says Akonta money is in Galamsey.
I think that
now you see another president. When there is an allegation, he refer his people for investigation.
To where?
Mina make a chira
say. Where? They refer to where?
Yeah, Yoko.
Entity. Which of them?
Say yes, Sana Kakufu.
Which of them? Oh, no problem. Which of them? Which of them?
Now okay.
Missy, which of them?
Now okay. And then you are now okay. Yamin in here by.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, they want the.
What saying? So let me have
Yo, Elkurie.
Chairman, I think that.
Say anything now you bugan.
Oh, Mamma Casa, they are made as if for one penny for them.
Ejuma enemy empire until the Obugana met here in a Fiat was.
I just read why I just saw the new time, but we are no I just wrap you up. If you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. Chairman, my thinking is that NPP is not going to offer suggestions and solutions to deal with this matter.
Are they?
Because Abani came with his own prepared text. Said Watanase was study the situation. These are the proposed solutions. Some proposed solutions Ghana for in that social contract. Your friend of manifesto and I know call upon. Forget about NPP now because Ghana for Tuaba, we have a new government. We have a president and a management team and a government. Said deal with the problems of the day. Internet TUC cannot come and accuse the opposition because we do not have the executive power to implement. Ebiane President Mahama told President Akufo-Addo, say, Galamsey, no, you should deal with it because they have the executive power and mandate. Or say it's not up to the NDC to offer that solution. And I agree with him. Nekrakra, maybe Galamsey. Chairman, I just think that as a government, they must be tough on it. Almost making promises to be a diamond. It's fair to eat humble pie. But sir, Namos. Then be a galam stop. Wine stop. This, that. Look, the issue of Galamsey about to the extent that the Catholic Bishops' Conference almost statement almost say President Mahama they get the impression that he's not determined to fight the Galamsey menace. I'm not the one saying it. It is contained in their release. Until let's not play ostrich with it, say at the end, I feel you're fighting part. When you are fighting it partner, you will get the results. A week or so ago, let me say, or drive it from Central Region, baby, meaning what happened. No, they told you so. Galam say, Koso, Kwaya or Namsono.
Yeah.
Nearby Mupen for the year on social media.
But any Bakupe.
Okay.
Okay, I'm penny for now generalizing.
I saw that form. I thought they say Uja week propaganda, but it's okay.
Any Bakupe,
Deputy Chief of Staff.
Yes.
Or say, can I see a one-sided advocacy or President Mahama is working to solve the problem. I fed you say, can I see party war 8 years? Now can I see 8 years I had to do my coalition. The same year the advocacy from here say Yensio na see a tinumi ade. NDC here the biggest beneficiaries of some of these advocacy and campaign. Tiana Waba. And the people are suggesting that still improvement. In fact, it's getting worse. Stop passing on to the opposition. Chairman General Pacho, 30 seconds.
Vondi is right. Come to Takwa. Champagne is imported.
Chairman, 30 seconds. Black Stars are there.
Pa.
Na a year World Cup won't qualify. Me GD.
What's Edward Vondi no way aging?
So what's not going to relax? Chairman, but my man can't say me. I know I may sound controversial on this matter.
Yeah.
But I remain unapologetic on this matter.
Okay, and you can tell you.
A woman say nipa ni be enemy enya dream wo ho.
Yeah, wo koken.
Nya me be king. But it will be my position. Share NPP time near call World Cup
2006.
And no. Russia the be na buy
2018
was a me ka say kit me qualifier me satana me organizer
okay
ka me boa pa me MPP for na kohwe bi why chairman also ye Ghana for tobo meba let me make a comment obi obeto about my political party bi wo onya so mfa so be nka se fa ban sika o me say as a party and say NDC for one sa de na mo tro 5k body cam activated sa men na mo de omo ye campaign ade vondi say as a party mo timi support be 20,000 you am sa work up bi oh yeah food na question na
or inciting political strategy or inciting base or inciting base into ya no akasa somewhere
you see
propaganda way
anya propaganda campaign here chairman these food soldiers so do an ban beba onya hwi won tu
na sa na say musuman hwe mo de no
na me katira me tu amfo
you say yes mo man hwe
kwam yen na
World Cup
22 young World Cup
Satana me national youth organizer national organizer me say 2018 there no near qualifier but you see your supporters ni bi wo hwa enya sa afa almost akoshi jama abom paye afa ye ko World Cup me wo MPP ni na bebu sam so me ko print per slot Emma for make us we the German Union NDC for you. Nam so ko twa mani so kakramra. Ti fondi, wo no party. Most when a big ko twa mani so a. No mo ba. At least anya no they will be on board is next time as a 5k body cam. Why 10k trooping. Then they come.
I need a bite.
Oh, you sure
you have a bite. What's it?
And a very short one. I put you out in my
yeah.
See a yanessa near Casa NDC phone quan and co work up. Party phone quan and one no say Ghana Black Star ye Ghana phone dear who's inciting no we are Casa. Yentie we no yempewa futio
umpe no ye fine
yempewa futio
different matter umpe different matter but who could be soldiers
who you want sada na ho ye
I'm right here patcho me nkotie uncle question sorry
me ferry po Ghana politics no for kwa dia ko
we any politics we advocacy for the food soldiers
me ferry po
I was doing Kagalam say no, they can no.
Mobilizing bank of phone call work.
Omo kwasi jama mora. That's right. One day I grow to us here. Tell them I pretend it's on to us here.
Kwame me ferry o. Me.
Are they?
Pepe so good.
Kwasi.
Ferry.
Oko ground Sibia. Obu wa ba ko pe efi abusuam ko hwe bi ba. Eboa me se so afa 5k body cam. This is the time I say most show money. That's the point.
But anyway, I'm fine to China, World Cup, and the Woo somewhere monkey can. Kwame.
Yes, crazy.
I'm saying, you name nuclear woman. Nuclear woman is Galamsin to Kwano. Gusu. Yeah, Kunamum. It me shemuki na chance me
yeah
on them nukura wo mu ni se ni amo amuka kan me ko kan wa na mesia kutu sa
champagne
na debi na champagne wo mo yetu asiwa wo mo kuti agaram
9 months
reporter yenya no shin crime shin crime pa eboa na mum ese ye yiri ye ho chensa sense ganam se na dia ye na nya dikitwa o ya kan da bia ba ha e beka ye wu mofra o mu ni nsani nine ye wu mofra e na ni kidney no na asechew e be wo no na ni afra ni ade duane ye duane wo ho wan tia nye na koto duane bi anka na se kontomra na bibi na de kufie konua yare nko a ade hadwin yi pa onam che no yesi koko enwa na ekura yimu e o Ghana ha Ben fear me sending cocoa production a from by 50%. It's a new idea you did dear grow. I say a shimukin up now it means to a sea free. Now me masman and then answer nana make and say Kwame.
Crazy.
Yakaka I say illegal mining. As if illegal no problem. I no credit.
No, then a problem.
Kwame, asa na garam say betini no. Abeye ni aye. Okay, edem ha wo de me no shase ache.
Yeah.
Major multinational corporations omo ye mining ni. Won kai womo a womo infitire esutire da ho ina no na ma wo mu ina wu ya. Won
Make I.
Eno na illegal mining. Anya illegal mining. Multinational corporations akesi omo su beye kakra kire. Now bottom line is say what type of mining is sustainable? Any legality and illegality as some can. Sustainable mining. And the way a multinational corporation go now won't sustainable mining. You know will become. That's what I'm talking about. Sustainable mining. Should we be doing mining for personal private profits? Or we should be doing mining for something else? These are the issues. Now, legal versus illegal, we miss the point. Why? You need a Ministry of Environment and so on and so forth. Impose fines on multinational corporations for polluting the environment and only illegal mining. We should sit down and begin to think about what kind of mining is sustainable and safe for the population. There's a small scale. Now, small scale mining quite mining problems. A third world network. I do almost share. You agree? How many do almost share? But two forms say.
Arsenic never in. Ananyano.
Arsenic. Acho. I'm saying today. Obuasi. Ankano. Arsenic woman. Now 10 times more than World Health Organization approved levels. I'm saying. It is a quite illegal mining versus legal mining, small scale versus big scale. We miss the point. We have to decide, why should we be allowing the importation of chemicals for mining? Are they mercury, arsenic? This is the issue. Oh, Amba, I feel the Kwame. Yabre. Uka obientie.
Yes, yeah, you man see Rebecca.
Na ye musa.